Hey, so welcome to the third annual George Cope 24-hour Playwriting Festival. Third time we've been doing this. So, how many here have not seen Avengers Endgame?
Yeah,
Well, thanks for coming here instead of going to see the show. And for those who have seen it, that time when oh, sorry. No spoilers. Especially here because what we do is all original. It's never been seen before. See how I did that nice segue?
Well done!
Writers. All right. So, to start off, yes, there are 6 plays that have been written. Last night, about 7 o'clock, actors showed up. They did an audition with a prop that they brought that they thought was meaningful and would inspire writers. The writers then selected which actors they wanted. They fought over them. One of those props from those actors had to be in each play. And so it was incumbent upon the actors to really come with a good prop, because if the prop gets selected, the actor goes with it, so that helps the actors get cast. So around 8:30, the writers start writing. Hopefully by 7:30 or so in the morning, they've written a play. They submit it to Joe. The directors show up at 9:30. They're given a cast that they weren't able to pick. The directors are very excited about that. They read through the play, they rehearse during the day, and here we are now. So that's what you're going to see. What's going on here is that we here at Chapel Street have a writing room. It's called CSB Next. It was founded by George Cope, who was an inspiration for most of us that met him. And, well, you know, let me say this. George led through an exam to me in a way that when I would talk to George was always there listening to everything that I had to say. He made me realize that everybody's got a story and we all need to listen to it. So I've always tried to do that when somebody's coming to me with a story or a question or an idea. Now I'm paying attention to them and not thinking about, my kids are doing this or doing that. So George meant a lot to me. And his wife, Marcia, is here tonight in George's stead, and I just... First one, Act 1. The first show is Tea Party by Haley. Gosh, Haley, I've never said your last name before. Denver. Sorry. Directed by Danielle Jackman, performed by Susan Boudreau, Lisa Osicki, and Gail Wagner.
Can't believe it's been almost 6 months. Really were my saving grace. Especially the night when I wrecked the car on the way back from the beach. Truth be told, I was so drunk I have no idea what I did. Hope it was a deer. You thought it was something more. You didn't want me to worry. So you cleaned the car with bleach and took it to the scrapyard. Always had a way of fixing things. I feel so lost without you. I really miss you, Mom.
You must be Ella's daughter. I'm so sorry for your loss. Your mom was such a sweetheart.
Thank you.
Do you want to come over for a cup of tea? I'm right next door.
Maybe just a quick one.
Great. Your mother was always so nice to me. She showed me how to grow all sorts of things, and she even weeded my garden for 2 months when I broke my arm.
She really was an amazing woman.
I bet you're a lot like her.
I try to be. I guess you've lived here for quite a while?
Oh, ever since Aunt Millie. already? Can you believe it? Time flies when you're, well, Aunt Millie is so sentimental. She stops by each April 27th. I was just about to pour Ella's daughter Kathy some tea. Oh, I have just the thing. I picked up some French tea on my travels.
Oh, I've never had French tea.
I was just going to make some green tea. Oh, nonsense. Boy, we have a guest.
That's Bordeaux.
The finest French tea. Aunt Millie used to have the best tea parties. Southern teas, whiskey, Russian teas, vodka, English teas, gin, Italian teas, limoncello, and my favorite, Caribbean teas. Oh, try to guess that one, Mom. I only have 2 teacups. Oh, I would never impose. I brought my own. Cheers. And gentlemen. Oh, almost forgot about old Joe.
Joe? I thought it was just you living here.
Oh, Joe's been here for decades. He would be disappointed if we didn't pour him a bit. He always appreciated good wine. Maybe a little too much. Now, ladies and Joe, cheers.
Joe is a plant? You give your plant wine?
It's a long story.
I'm sure. I should probably be going soon.
Oh no, but you just got here and you haven't touched your tea.
Oh, right, my tea.
Oh, now, dear, this one is for you.
Sorry, I didn't realize there was a difference.
Oh, yes. Quite a big difference, actually.
It's good wine. I haven't had Bordeaux since I was a teenager.
I know, dear. Oh, so, Sarah, fill me in. I heard your cousin Emma had a tough breakup with that Mr. Not So Wonderful. Emma caught him with his lawyer. To add insult to injury, she represented him in the divorce. I know he's cheap, but that's low even for him.
I bet he got quite a discount.
He asked for pro bono. Of course he did. Poor Emma.
Hopefully she's working through all of that.
She wrote a book about it.
Good for her!
She writes children's books. And she read it to a kindergarten class. Those kids got quite an education. Oh, is Jimmy still doing the books for that nice Italian family? No, he got a promotion.
To accountant?
Better. Hitman. Oh. Most kids want to be a doctor or a cop or a firefighter when they grow up. Jimmy grew up watching The Godfather, and he wanted to be the Don. Good for him. Not many kids are willing to start at the bottom and work their way up.
Right. You mentioned you traveled, Millie. Where have you been lately?
Oh, a little here, a little there. Europe, Asia, South America, Africa. I've pretty much seen everything in the world. And out of it, too.
Sounds really nice. I wish I could travel like you.
Be careful what you wish for, dear. Do you want me to take your bag back to the guest room? Oh, no. I'll get it. Oh, it's really good to be home. Amazing grace.
Why does she visit every April 27th?
Oh, Aunt Millie tries to make it to the gravesite to celebrate her death day.
Whose death day?
Hers. Millie's buried in the cemetery next door.
Millie's a...
I know, it takes some getting used to. Millie's got some unfinished business. She's always going on about getting even with that drunk teenage bitch who ran over while she was walking home from the comedy show on
April 27th.
Right. Today's the day she died.
Across the street from the crab house.
Did I mention that too?
35 years ago.
Oh, no.
Deep down inside, I knew it wasn't a deer. Oh, I was just too afraid to go back and look.
I was in the prime of my life, you drunk little teenage bitch. I had just signed a contract, and I was ready to start living it up. Fly to New York City, a brand new 8-track player, and a Rolex. Then you rolled right over my dreams. You know, a lot of people will get out of the car and check if they even run over a squirrel. But no, not you. You didn't even look in the rear view mirror.
I should never have driven home. I should have stopped to see if you were okay. I'm so sorry.
Well, apologies accepted. I'm sorry too.
For what?
Wait for it. Any second now. That. I'm sorry for that.
Aunt Millie, here. I mean, what am I supposed to do now? You get to drift away whenever you feel like it, but I'm stuck here to clean up the mess.
Oh, just take care of her like we took care of your second stepfather when he hit your mom.
Joe had it coming.
And so did she. Jimmy still runs the funeral home on 2nd Street. There's 10 grand hidden underneath the floorboards in the bedroom. That ought to be enough to pay for a cremation without any questions.
Then what? Stick a fern on top of her head and put her in the windowsill?
I'm thinking ficus. And make sure you put her in the window facing her mom's old house.
How kind of you.
Oh, I tried. Oh, Sarah dear, you hardly touched your tea. You don't want it to get cold, do you?
Bordeaux is served cool.
I know. But it's a bit drafty in here, and company is getting a little stiff. Well, that joke flatlined. No offense.
You're hysterical.
You want funny? What's the difference between the queen and a dead body?
I'm not playing this game.
I'm not sitting next to the queen.
Thanks.
Oh, lighten up. I left you this house, and this is the only little favor I've asked for you in return. Well, we should probably call Jimmy before her perfume wears off.
I'll get on that.
That's why you've always been my favorite. I'll be back shortly. I have a date with a man a couple graves over.
Better hurry. I'm sure he's dying to meet you.
Don't get up.
I should quit drinking so much. I get the craziest dreams. I can't believe I thought Ella had a daughter. That song.
I really miss you, Mom.
You must be Ella's daughter. I'm so sorry for your loss. She was such a sweetheart.
Thank you.
Would you like to come over for a cup of tea? I'm right next door.
Well, maybe just a quick cup.
Great.
All right, so the next one is The Queen, written by Jacob Hunter and Kevin Meinhold. It's directed by Sean McKean, performed by Josh Kosler, Connie Regan, and Andre Wilson. In a minute. So, the group within Chapel Street that's putting on this event is Chapel Street's Next. It's a playwriting group that meets the third Saturday every month at 10 o'clock. It's open to everybody who wants to write plays, wants to read plays, or wants to perform the play. So what we do is writers will bring in their plays, and as a group we will perform them, do a reading of it, and then give criticism. So that's open to everybody, and you're very much invited to come. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. Make sure that these are turned off again.
How dare you enter a lady's room without permission?
Sorry, my lady, but it's time to leave as he draws near. You know, if he catches you, there will be certain consequences. Now, come.
How dare you command me? I'm the lady of the kingdom and your future queen.
Queen, is it? It's a little early for that, isn't it? Come with me now.
Help me!
Quiet, or you'll feel my blade.
Just behind you. I'll find him shortly.
Jeez, he can't keep this up forever, can he?
You have no idea.
Unhand her, Bella. Come along.
No!
Let go of me!
So you can run?
Away from you!
You're mine.
Once, but after what you did, never. You...
Murder
Yes.
is the word you're looking for.
What do you want with her?
Her kingdom will pay a pretty ransom for her. I told them it was you who took her, and when I found out that you had tried to kill my men and take her away, well,
If you kill us, then there goes your reward. But let us live, and I'll show you something far greater.
Hey, surely you don't.
I do. I know what the prophecy says. They said that man was not meant to wield such power, and that it would spell doom for the kingdom. But if I don't, I won't have a kingdom to go home to.
what power is this?
Veritas fluit insanguine.
Blood rights. That you would be so bold to assume that I would believe in superstitious fairy tale bullshit. You might as well say power is within one's true own self.
It's true. Though you'll never reach it on your own. Only those of the royal house know the rituals.
You know what you're doing?
What I have to.
Not that.
Yes, that. Anything for your precious love. What do we need?
A book. A blanket. A brain.
Any brain?
Any brain. Terramater.
Veritas and
What are you playing at? Nothing's happened.
Power demands sacrifice.
So it does! And it will be your blood that is spilled this day. To the death!
No, to the pain.
To the what?
To the pain. No, first I cut your legs off at the knees and your arms at the elbows.
Ah, and then my tongue next, yes.
No, and then your eyes.
Ah, and then my ears,
Yes! Your ears will remain, so that all those who see and look upon your gruesome face, their screams will echo upon those ears.
Hurry! Memento mori. Father Margulis, let the blood sacrifice be witnessed, let it be heard, let the will of Morgana be obeyed! Finish it!
It is done.
Not yet. I, Morgana Le Fay, Queen of the Nine Realms, do hereby claim my birthright. Blood of a soul so black as to commit the darkest sin, blood of a soul so pure as to sacrifice the greatest gift, bear witness and tremble now before the power of not just a queen, but a god!
Morgana would go on to become the greatest force the Nine Kingdoms had ever known.
She would go on to judge the dying and kill the living.
The tortured and the damned said that to be in her presence was an absolute hell.
Legends abound about this woman who came for people at the end. Her judgment was swift and merciless.
For all feared the goddess of death known as Hela.
It's blood, blankets, and brains. The 3 B's of good old high fantasy. So, next one is Texting Old School by Mark Field. Directed by Gene Zelak. Performed by Vaughn Elliott, Kate Jerzak, and Neil Mindful. Now, this event happens every year. The time shifts based upon what shows are in production and what weekends we can actually make it. But definitely look for it each year as we go along. Go to the next one. Oh, so at the end of this one, there will be a 15-minute intermission. You're welcome to come downstairs. We have sodas for sale if you want. There's some art on the walls. Talk to people.
going to be here soon.
Relax. She'll be here when she gets here. Look what I found in the basement.
Oh my, I haven't seen that thing in years. Where did you get that?
I was going through some stuff in the basement this afternoon. Remember the fun we used to have with this Ouija board?
Yeah. Now get rid of it. You know it's not right.
It's just a toy.
The pastor talked about things like this, and I don't want it in my house.
Great. Another thing I can't enjoy because of your religion.
Oh, just do it. Oh, I can't wait until she gets here. I'm so glad she's giving marriage another chance.
Another chance. Hello? She was at the church on time. He's the one who never showed up.
I'm just thrilled she's finally going to tie the knot. I think his name is Chris.
That's what Laura said. I guess they've been dating for over 3 years now.
Ooh, I think I hear her car. Bruce, it's her. She's here. Yes.
How's my favorite granddaughter?
She's your only granddaughter. How was the drive? Did you have any trouble? Where's Chris? Bruce, get her car around back so the neighbors don't think we have strangers staying here.
Traffic was light. Chris is coming separately. We figured it would be easier to leave straight from work instead of going home and then meeting up and coming together. I mean, it's only a 45-minute drive. And Chris will be here in about 10 minutes because punctuality is one of Chris's strengths.
Well, we can't wait to meet him. Your mother didn't tell me much about him, except that he's very nice. He cares about you very much. And he has some kind of high-level government job.
Well, Chris is really looking forward to meeting you too. And we are both so grateful that you were able to insist to pay for the wedding.
It's the least I can do after that horrible young man ruined your last one. Have you made all the arrangements?
Everything is all set.
I can't wait to see your dress. Please tell me it has full sleeves. All my friends will be there, and I want you to look perfect. It wouldn't do for any of them to see that mistake on your arm. I'd be so embarrassed.
Of course. I mean, it's a little ladybug here on my shoulder. I don't think anyone will be able to see it.
I hope not. Dinner will be ready soon. I better check on it.
Please tell me Chris doesn't have a tattoo.
Yeah, I didn't know this would be a problem. Chris has a lot of tattoos.
Well, they won't be covered by his tux, right?
They will mostly be out of sight because Chris is going to wear a uniform instead of a tux.
Oh, well, at least he doesn't have anything pierced.
About that. Chris insists on wearing a nose ring for the ceremony.
You mean one of those little hoops that pierces the nostril?
No. More like one of those rings that, you see on a ball.
Your grandmother is going to shit a brick. Maybe dinner tonight wasn't such a good idea. Can you call Chris and tell him to turn round? You can tell your grandmother he got called back to work. It's probably better if the two of them don't meet until the wedding.
No. I love Chris, and I want Grandma to meet the person that makes me feel complete.
You want to pay for your own wedding? How much money has been promised to how many people? Because you're going to have to be on the hook for all of it if you piss her off. No, this dinner can't happen tonight.
I don't have service. Maybe I can try to text. Chris is going to be here in 8 minutes. What's your Wi-Fi password?
I have no idea. Your grandmother handles these things. Norma!
Yes. Is he here?
Oh, not yet. What's your Wi-Fi password? I'd like to check the weather.
It's going to be clear tonight in the mid-60s.
Oh, good. Can I have the password?
No, you don't need it. One thing that's wrong with our society is our dependence on those devices. Too many people get together and ignore each other and just look at their phones. Not in this house. You can have the password after dinner. Let me know when Chris arrives.
WTF.
Right.
What do I do now? Chris is going to be here in like 7 minutes, and my entire wedding is going down the tube.
Here.
What's this?
It's a game we used to play. Maybe it will take your mind off the approaching train wreck.
I doubt it. But what is it?
This is how we used to text back in the day. Maybe you can get a message to Chris with this.
Okay. I think I've heard of this. But you're only supposed to contact people who are dead, right? I mean, Chris is very much alive and is almost here. I mean, even if this thing really worked, it wouldn't actually work. This is stupid.
Probably. Come on. What have you got to lose? Except the next 7 minutes of your life.
Fine. What do we do?
Take out your cell phone and open up your Compass app. We need a pointer of some type, and we'll use north on your screen. Now, put it on the board and slide it around. Put it in the middle. What's Chris close to anyone who's passed?
Yes, Chris's mother, Margaret. In fact, Chris meditates every morning and feels her spirit in the room.
Good. Now, clear your mind and ask if anyone is with us today. If it works, your phone will feel like it's being pulled one way or another. Go with it until you stop feeling the pull, then move to another letter. This is how words will be formed. Don't try to sound them as they come in, or you'll be distracted. Gather the letters in the words and in your mind and put them together when the phone stops moving. The words yes and no are here at the top of the board.
Bruce, can you give me a hand?
What the hell? Right! Give it a shot. I'll be back in a minute.
Is there anyone here? Oh. Yes? Oh, good. What is your name?
Julie! Put that thing away. Did Bruce give it to you? That thing is too dangerous to play with.
I'm sorry. Do you need me?
What does Chris like to drink? Something non-alcoholic, I hope?
Ice water is fine.
Good.
decorated Navy veteran who served in Iraq and Afghanistan and now works at the Pentagon. Chris will be wearing a dress uniform which will hide a couple tattoos.
Well, seeing as he's a real bona fide war hero, I guess that's okay. As long as they're hidden.
Do you know Margaret Eckwood? She lived in Arlington, Virginia, and died 2 years ago.
How's it going? Any work?
Good news. I think so. Bad news. I've come into contact with someone named Oswald.
Does he know Margaret?
I doubt it. He kept saying that he's innocent and that someone else shot Kennedy.
Let me try. Is there anyone here with us today? Yes. What is your name? Norman. It's nice to meet you, Norman. We are trying to reach Margaret.
Of Eckwood. She lived in Virginia and passed away 2 years ago.
He says he can help us, but he wants something in return. What is that, Norman? Norman, is it this Nigerian prince? Almost time it to in this world. Send his family $5,000 to
So even the afterlife has spam.
Oh, God.
Chris is going to be here in 5 minutes.
Maybe the tattoo issue isn't as big a thing as you think it is. Maybe dinner will be fine, and Chris will charm your grandmother.
No, I don't think so. I didn't know Grandma was such a conservative prude. When did that happen? I mean, she used to be so liberal. Yes.
There was this minister with a tent came to town 3 or 4 years ago and got everybody fired up. And your grandmother went down there to protest with her old friends. But she stayed too long. Listened too close. She came back a changed woman. We haven't laughed together for years. It's like we have nothing in common anymore. She's got that inheritance of hers, and she sends money away to some of them preachers on TV. But who knows? Maybe Chris will charm her.
No, I don't think so. I thought Grandma was easygoing, like you. But you guys don't know the whole story about Chris.
If you love him, I'm sure we will.
Yeah. That's the thing. You see, he is, but I mean, he is a she.
For real?
For real. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me. If I had married Jason, I know for a fact that I would never have been true to myself. I only would have been miserable.
Then, if you want this wedding paid for, we've got to find a way to stop Chris. We've only got 4 or 5 minutes until he gets here. Is there anyone else? Is there anyone else in this room? Really? How do I know you're telling the truth? When and where did you die? What is your middle name?
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that... Oh, good. You stopped playing at that foolishness. Dinner will be ready in a few minutes. Julie, you said Chris is always on time?
To a fault.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to meeting a real American who believes in traditional American values and will step up and defend them.
Who are you talking to? Does he know Margaret?
The one and only Abraham Lincoln. I can't believe we got so lucky. He's one of the greatest men in history.
But does he know Margaret?
Probably not.
Let's break it off and find someone who does.
I don't think it's that easy. I think the person you're talking to has to want to break off contact.
Hi, Mr. Lincoln, is it? My name is Julie, and I'm the great-great-granddaughter of a man named John Wilkes Booth. Would you mind giving me the address of all of your living relatives? I'd sure love to finish the job.
Wait! He's gone.
That he is. We have about 2 minutes left.
Okay. Listen. So you and Chris are gay and have tattoos. It's not that big a deal. Maybe you can still sell it to your grandmother.
You're still liberal enough that I feel comfortable asking you if you're high. What is it? Medical marijuana? I won't judge. I mean, I know you probably need something to buzz you to get off your mind living with that.
So, what if I am? That's beside the point.
Try this one on for size. We're 6 months pregnant.
Oh, screwed. What were you thinking?
I thought Grandma was as laid back as you are. I didn't think that any of this would be a problem. And wait for it. This is my favorite part. I think I'm going into bankruptcy.
Is there anyone else in this room with us today? Yes. What is your name? Oh, Margaret Eckwood. Are you Chris's mother? Chris was engaged to Julie? Yes. Good. Can you send a message to Chris? Why not? I know she's not dead. She's very much alive and she's on her way here to have dinner with us.
Getting close.
Can you send some sort of message to her? Maybe give her a sign that she should turn around and go home. I don't know. Maybe give her a flat tire. Can you do that?
What? No.
Anything, just do something.
Julie Bruce! Oh my gosh! Oh, my gravy just boiled over and it's running down the stove. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. It's everywhere. Holy shit! I've never seen anything like this. I have to get, shit. Just hold down the fort out there. Get that, Bruce!
I'm on it.
Is that him? Is Chris here?
Nope. It was that Johnson kid from across the street. He wanted to know if he could mow the lawn. I sent him away. I told Chris she had the wrong house. She showed me her GPS on the phone, but I said she put in the wrong address. Apologize to her for me when you get home.
Is Chris here?
Oh. No, I'm sorry, Grandma. He just called. His boss is at the Pentagon, and he needs him for a meeting. He was really looking forward to meeting you, though. You'll meet him at the wedding in 2 weeks.
Just as well. I'm really not in the mood for any damn company.
Are they going to do it to me again? As soon as I go here, they turn it off. All right. So, thanks for coming back. I'll get you, Lynn. All right. So, again, thanks for coming back. That was great with the Ouija board. It's nice to know that there's going to be spam in the afterlife. I wonder what kind of data plan we get with that. Anyway, so the next show is ZN by Brian Smith, directed by Judy David, Christine Vesco, Nicole Pierce, Sam Vernoy, and Christy Wall are the performers. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another amazing episode of the Bree Evans Show. Now folks, today's show is something special. As you all know, now today marks 5 years since the world restarted. Before that, a plague of the undead ruled this world. Until our guest today rose from the ashes of dying earth. That man is the one, the only, Chad Downey.
Hello everyone. I'm so glad you could all make it. So many lovely ladies out there. I love you all like you love me.
Baby!
You look amazing as always.
Oh, thank you, Bree. Oh, no. Yeah, we could maybe try what we were trying.
We're not.
Oh.
Now, Chad, we're here today to celebrate an incredible moment in time. Today marks the 5-year anniversary of you giving us our world back.
It's been 5 years already. Damn, time flies when you're having fun. But I did kick some major undead people-eating keister. So there I was, back against the wall, a horde of people eaters, an inch away from touching me, grabbing me. Then boom! They all go down. But once I whipped this baby out right here, it was game over.
My goodness! You almost made me faint.
Yeah, it's something special.
Now we all know that the zombie apocalypse started from people eating bad apples. Which led to all the apples being wiped out from existence. Tell us, where were you when all this started?
Alright, so, I was in the kitchen, making a kitchen fort, right? And suddenly, my neighbor comes bursting through the door! He was, got, foaming at the mouth and everything, yeah! That's when I grabbed this boy, went full Rambo on him! Ha! Boom!
That had to be scary.
His worst decision was knocking down my fort. That was a big mistake.
Amazing. Can you remind the people here who did the apples?
Some lady who coined herself Zombarella. Let's see. Yeah, the word was she was upset that she couldn't find the perfect apple to restore balance in her life. So she put alkaloid on all the apples, and boom, people start eating people.
And do you remember people? She is still at large.
Yeah. I find her. It's
And you did this all by yourself, right?
yeah. Did someone tell you different?
What am I, chopped liver?
Tank? Oh my goodness, Tank, it's you! Oh, I thought you were people food.
I almost was. No thanks to you. How could you just leave me there?
I thought you were saying to go get help.
I meant run to get help, not to leave me behind.
Well, you're all right now, right, aren't you?
Okay, people. That woman right there also helped restore humanity.
Yeah.
That's Tam.
This lady right here, she is, without a doubt, the queen of splatter and stuff. The Duchess of doing awesome tricks. The innovator.
Just Tech. People just call me Tech.
And why did they call him Tank? So Tank.
We were on the same dodgeball team back in the day.
Those were good times. We should do our cool pose if you're not still mad.
Oh man, my legs hurt.
Your legs always hurt. Come on, let's do it.
Okay, now Tank. Is it true you're actually the one who figured out that the apples were tainted?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was. Well. Yeah, I did. Wow. Well, I bit into an apple. So, I bit into an apple and it tasted kind of funny. So I threw it away. But all these other people, I guess they couldn't stop eating them.
And why would you let Chad take credit for ending the zombie pandemic?
I don't like to be on TV. Pretty boy does. We reached
out to our producers to be on the show.
Oh man, I dialed the wrong number. Actually, it was your people who told me that if I came on and told my side of the story that they were going to give me strawberries.
They haven't given me any strawberries yet.
Sorry about that.
I was there too, you know. And I did do most of the work, especially when we got to Zombarella's hideout.
And where's this hideout?
In the basement of the grocery store. Now, look, let's not focus on so much who did what, and instead praise the fact that for the past 5 years, no one has ever looked at him.
Apples are good. I mean, not as good as oranges or strawberries, but they're good.
Can we please talk about the movie I'm gonna star in? Can you guys smell that? Yeah, it's a smell of superstardom.
Smells like bullshit.
Great news!
It's gonna be #1 at the box office, I tell you. And I can't wait to see this face on every billboard.
Who's gonna play me? I mean, I want to be able to pick who's gonna play me.
I thought I could play both of us.
Oh man, someone get rid of him.
Honestly, this is great news. I wish Sombrerella was here. It could be a real party then.
Yeah, she's probably not even a real person. Her hideout was empty when we got there.
Oh. No, she's real, all right, and she's planning on her next move.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, since this is our 5th anniversary, I've got one more special guest for you tonight. She's been the cause of our topic of discussion. The one, the only, Zombarella.
Oh, there she is.
Wait, where'd you get that apple?
I've been hanging on to this for a special occasion.
Why in the world would you want to start that over again?
Those people follow one another. They share their meals with each other. When they leave or arrive, they do it together. The dead are a brotherhood that teaches more about living than the living teaches each other.
I don't want it.
Eat it and truly end the age of the zombie.
Don't you do it. Smash it.
This is the last known apple on Earth. Smashing it won't help because its essence will be unleashed into the world for all people to be infected once more.
From one apple?
Chad does not have to sacrifice himself. We won. The zombie apocalypse is over.
Maybe I'll eat it and become the most famous person in recent history?
Well, that won't be necessary. Come back, it's mine!
Do it already.
That won't be necessary.
No! I can get you for this! No!
Stay, please.
It's gonna be all right, Chad. It's gonna be all right.
We should do something.
You're a bad liar, Tank. I can feel the change coming already.
No. I wish we were playing dodgeball.
I feel like I should be doing something.
Well, for starters, maybe stop inviting, crazy people to your talk show.
Why didn't you let me stop her?
She said something that was so true. We humans don't stick together as much as we should. I want my sacrifice to bring us closer than...
Why are you here? Why are you still laughing?
You're not going to believe this, but I gave him the wrong apple. Here, this is the right apple. It'll do the job.
So I'm not going to be a zombie?
Well, no.
Wait.
Can I shoot her now?
Yeah, please do.
End of the world would be so fun. What was that? So the next one is Cat and Mouse, written by Alan Harbaugh. Let that guy in here. Directed by Susie Moak, and performed by Sabrina Justinson, Bethany Miller, and Sam Dresser.
And you just trust me.
I thought I said.
Sorry. All right? Stop making up.
All right. This is the address. It's clear. I don't see anyone.
Yeah, looks good. Give me the package. Now, you
Stand outside, just in case we were told wrong, you know, and she's not like total, you know?
You ain't cutting me out, right? We doing this together, yeah?
Yeah, just play it safe. Don't. Yes? Who is it?
Postal Service, I got a package here for you.
Are you sure? I didn't order anything.
Oh, yes, it's for 22 Dearborn Street, and well, that's his address.
Just leave it on the steps. Thank you.
Sorry, I can't just leave it here. It's certified. I need your signature. It'll just take a second. Miss, it's a 2-day delivery. I really need to put this in your hands today. Here you go, Miss. If you just sign where I put the X on the paper, and oh damn pen. Sorry about my French, man. My pen stopped working. You have one you could use.
Yes, just a moment.
I brought the package.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and I'm sorry, Miss. I didn't mean to scare you. All right?
No, I'm fine. I didn't expect you to be there.
Again, I'm so sorry about that. Here, I'll take that pen, and you'll sign right here. I'll hold my finger right where you need to sign.
Right, this.
Ma'am, your signature. Your signature, ma'am.
Of course.
Oh, my allergies are really acting up today. Okay, thank you. Here, let me separate this, and I'll get you your copy. There you go.
Thank you.
Would you like for me to open the package for you? It looks a little cheap.
Oh, sure. Thank you. There you go.
It's a surprise.
Really? It's no problem?
No, it's a birthday present for my brother, and he will be home any minute now, so you can just leave it.
Honeybee. It's rude to run out on your guests.
Yeah, just when it's getting interesting.
I don't have much money and nothing valuable.
Oh, we're just looking to have some fun, right, Frank?
Right. Fun, that's what it'll be.
My brother will be home any minute.
Oh, Honeybee, you think we didn't check you out? We know all about you.
Yeah, we ain't stupid. We know all about you. And your family.
Yep. Hey. Oh, this couch is comfy. And firm. I like that, if you know what I mean.
We seen you in town, didn't we, Layla?
That's right. Sitting right there in Randy's bar grill, we seen you stroll by, tap, tap, tapping with your cane. Your pretty little nose all stuck up in the air.
All prim and proper.
Now, it's just amazing how generous people were when we told them we were new in town. Why, we hardly had to ask, and stories just started pouring forth about you. Oh, Honeybee, that round of Jack helps too.
Yeah, they told us everything.
Pretty much, I expect. All about the car accident, flipping over and over, and then catching fire. But your parents couldn't get out, could they, Honeybee?
Nope.
Alas, no, they couldn't. But lucky for you and your brother, you managed to slide out the back window. Well, maybe lucky's the wrong word for it. Must have been pretty rough listening to your mom and pop burn to death, eh, Honeybee?
Snap, crackle, pop!
Oh, but hey, at least you didn't have to see it like your brother did. Actually, your twin brother, they said. You know, folks down at Randy's they're pretty evenly divided, whether that was what messed up your brother, or whether it was flipping around in that car and it scrambled his marbles. Hard to say, I guess.
I bet it was a fire that did it. It smelled awful, didn't it? Oh, ooh-wee! Then, don't burn the biscuits, Honeybee. You know it drives them crazy.
Yes, I imagine it did. But hey, happy ending. You both come of age, you get the house and the trust fund, and Psycho Brother blows out of town. We're gonna have a talk about that trust fund later, though.
So yeah, we know you ain't got no brother coming home. It's fun time now, huh, Layla? It's fun time!
Almost, Frank. Let the anticipation build a little. Where was I? Oh, yes, Randy's Bar and Grill. Well, no sooner had we got the last of the story from the local lushes, when lo and behold, you came sailing past the window again, like you were the queen of the county.
Ha! The queen of the county!
With your little bag of groceries and your nose still full in the upright position. And I said to Frank, now there's a woman who's had a rough time of it. She needs someone to show her how to have some fun. Relax. Let down her hair a little.
Yeah. Let down your hair. Ah! Damn it!
Stop! Ooh, the honeybee's got a stick. drip anywhere. Don't want any blood around. At least the way it's not ours.
Shit! 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 Are they in?
No! They're over there in the closet.
You really ought to learn to be nice. Did Mom and Pop teach you that if you want people to be nice to you, you be nice to them? That's a start.
I found the bandages, see? And I also found like this library room, you know? And it's got a bunch of books and an old desk with these fancy bottles of hooch. They all dusty and shit. And there was this on the wall, a bunch of other old rusted crap. Oh, we really got a party tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's time to start the party. Screw the couch. I think Honeybee here is going to take me on house tour. A long, slow one. I wonder if she'll even make it back to the couch.
You said
Oh, yeah. Look, me and the Honeybee will start upstairs if you need those. We'll start upstairs and I want you to search for anything good down here. You know, I'm thinking we should start with whatever's behind. Oh, Honeybee! You weren't trying to leave now, were you?
party's just starting.
You want me to be all alone?
Party upstairs, then party downstairs.
Oh, careful. I'm the jealous type.
Look, she's dancing.
Honey, we go in circles. Honey, we fly like turtles in the sky. Honey, we go in circles. Honey, we fly like a bird up in the sky.
I got a story. Now, how does that go?
I don't know the words either. Okay, you start looking around, and I'll see what hospitality the Queen of County can offer.
It's a basement. What the hell?
What the hell? Who was that, Frank?
Oh my God!
Who is that? And you stop him, you little bitch, or I'll rip your fucking head
Another lighthearted comedy. I met this guy downstairs. He gave me these. Said they're going to be all in fashion next year and everything. Very comfortable. It's really quite the hit. Oh, I need a script. I need a playbook. Somebody's got it. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Last up, Pension Play by Lynn Anderson and Lance Thompson. Directed by Bill Potter. Performed by Lacey Erickson, Chris Hankinson, and Gina Alkowski. All right, Bill Potter.
Great party.
It sure was. It's a shame so few people make it to full retirement. Looks like you're gonna be one of the lucky ones. 1 year left, right?
Yeah, man, I worked hard for that security. 19th anniversary was just last Monday. Not that I'm keeping track or anything.
Oh, that reminds me, I have something for you in my office.
Uh-oh, am I in trouble?
No, silly, come on. I've been meaning to get this to you. It is your 19th anniversary recognition certificate. And here is a gift from all of your co-workers. We thought it would look great on your desk. I wish we could have gotten everybody together to present it to you, but you know how things work around here, so.
Oh. Well, that's, thoughtful.
Like I said, it should go on your desk.
Of course it is. Well, alrighty then. I'll make sure it has a place of honor. Oh, excuse me, Sean. It's Roberta. Hello? Of course. I'll be right there. I have been summoned from on high. God help me. Wish me luck.
Come in. Please shut the door behind you.
Of course. Is there something I could do for you? I was just about to head out. I have some customers to meet.
The customers can wait. Please, have a seat. Relax. I won't keep you longer than necessary.
Of course.
I've noticed that your sales have gone through the roof. Congratulations. You make my job easy, and I want to show you how much I appreciate it. And to show you just how much, I picked out a little something for you.
Oh, no, please. That's not necessary. I'm just doing my job.
Well,
no, really. I wish you wouldn't. I'm very uncomfortable with this. Thank you for your thoughtfulness, but as I said, I really need to visit some customers.
celebration.
No, really. I love my job. The satisfaction I get from doing it, that's celebration enough.
But it would be rude to not look before you even got to take a good look at my gift. It's an excellent brand, don't you think?
I don't know. In fact, I don't know what's going on here.
Well, let me try to make this crystal clear for you. We need to have a little discussion about your future with the company.
Excuse me? My future.
I believe you have just one more year before you've earned your full pension, and I am looking forward to it being a spectacular year.
Oh, no worries. I'm expecting next year's sales to be even better. You can be assured I'm going to try.
Oh, Sasha, I'm not talking about sales.
Are you considering me for a different position?
Oh. Actually, I can picture you in several positions that
Thank you. I'm very happy in my current position.
Of course you are.
So I'll plan to finish out my last year here in my current job.
If that's what makes you happy.
It does. Thank you.
Good. Now that we're settled on that, let's concentrate on how we can make me happy. It would be a shame for you to risk everything you've worked so hard for. Think about it. You have 1 year left. 1 year.
Is that a threat?
Oh no, it's an invitation. And the benefits for both of us are unimaginable.
I'm going to personnel.
Suit yourself, but don't be naive. I own personnel, Charlotte. She answers to me.
We have to talk.
Sasha, what is the meaning of you barging in my office?
I just left Roberta's office.
And so then you barged into my office.
She came on to me.
Wait. You've got to be joking with me, right?
No, there is nothing funny about this. Let me say it more slowly. She came on to me. Got it?
Are you sure?
I know when a woman is coming on to me.
You've got to be mistaken. I'm sure she was just being friendly.
Not only was she being more than friendly, she threatened my job if I didn't come around.
Come around? Come around to what?
Her other than professional interest in me.
I'm finding this really hard to believe, Sasha. What did you say to her?
Excuse me?
What did you say to her? What did you do?
What did I do? She was the one with the bottle of whiskey.
Whiskey? There were a lot of drinks at that party, and then you went to her office and drank whiskey? My God, Sasha, how drunk are you?
We never got around to drinking. She was too busy grinding on my lap.
Wait. She is our boss. Do you want me to believe that she was grinding on your lap? There's obviously been miscommunication here.
Believe me, there's no miscommunication, no misunderstanding. And I can see where this conversation is going.
Oh, calm down. You're getting a bit hysterical. I'm here to help.
I don't know if I believe that's true.
Then why are you here? I'm just trying to warn you that it's going to be your word against hers. And, you
Oh, I see. I see. Have this all figured out, don't you? Well, she's not going to win this battle, and I'm not going to let you help her.
Oh, Sasha.
Oh, don't touch me.
Sorry. I guess it's been a long day. Why don't you head home? I think we both need a little space for us to think about this situation. Let's talk again in the morning when we both have clear minds and you have no more alcohol in your system. We'll get to the bottom of this. I promise. I am here to help.
I don't believe that for 1 minute. But I'll go home, get a good night's sleep, and be back here first thing in the morning. I hope for your sake that you'll be ready to hear my side of the story. Does colluding with a bold-faced liar to cheat honest, hard-working employees out of their pensions, even if she's your boss, doesn't work well?
I hear you. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Bobby, it's Charlie. He just left my office. We're gonna meet again in the morning.
Good work. You know how to finish the deal, Charlie. You're a pro. Another pension plan down the tubes. This one was close. What a shame. I kind of like that guy.
Get involved if you can. Be an actor, be a writer, be a director. Good night.